Hello everybody and welcome to the Team of the Year Blues. And terrible unintended puns aside, it is the end of Team of the Year. Team of the Year is finished. It finished, what day is it? It's Tuesday. I'm all lost in the days with going to Germany. It is Tuesday. Team of the Year finished yesterday. So no more Bluesing packs, no more special packs, no more Team of the Year goodness other than using the Team of the Years that you've now bought if you packed on of them or anything like that. So today we're going back to normal videos, non-Team of the Year videos, and as Team of the Year is now finished, the next big thing in FIFA is going to be the January transfers and the January upgrades, which are the ones that I am excited about. Some of the transfers have already started coming out, like, for example, the other day I packed myself a Everton Morgan Schneiderlin, which was pretty sick. So you can see him there, there's the Man United card, there's the Everton card. So some of the transfers have already started to come out, and they will dwindle through. However, the upgrades are the good ones that are coming. So today we're going to be taking a look at some of the biggest Premier League upgrades that could be coming to FIFA 17. These are going to be big in two different ways. We're going to have some of them that are like the biggest upgrades in terms of numbers, like players that are going to +6 and stuff like that, players that are going to be getting huge upgrades because they're just so underrated, and then other players that are the biggest players, so they're the biggest upgrades because it's the biggest players getting the upgrades, and the card's going to be absolutely incredible. So they might only go 1 or 2, but then you've got 4 informs, and now their informs going to be like 99 rated and stuff like that. So we'll take a look at them. You guys will see as we do go along. Let me know as well if I do forget anyone down in the comment section, and maybe let me know who you think the one in this team is that's most nailed on to actually get an upgrade down in the comment section. If you enjoy this video, as always, make sure you smash a like, and if you like seeing videos like this, just thought it was a bit of fun, go through them. Team of the Year is finished, let's jump in and get involved with the next big thing in FIFA, and maybe you guys can pick up some of these ones that I've got informs coming out and make a little bit of profit as well, but we'll talk about that as we go through it. Let's just jump straight in and take a look at the goalkeeper. So this is going to be actually a silver, and the only silver in the team, although we do have one lower rated player than you guys might be able to guess who that is. We're going for Jordan Pickford, who plays for Sunderland in goal, and he's actually quite good. Like, he's not top of the clean sheet table like De Gea and Lloris and Cech and Courtois and all people like that, but I mean, he's playing for Sunderland. Do Sunderland even have a defence at times? And the lad still does well. He had an absolutely incredible game against Tottenham, which is just ridiculous. And he's only 73 rated. He's only 22. He's at that age where you can like start getting upgrades and stuff. So I'm not going to go too mental with him or anything like that. Honestly, I've never watched many Sunderland games. I don't go out of my way to go and watch them. And they're not like one of the huge teams that always get on Sky. Like the Man U game's always on Sky Sports or BT. So you don't really get to see him making 6 saves every now and again and conceding loads of goals on Match of the Day. But he is pretty decent, so I've gone and bumped him up to a 76 non-rare gold. Just a decent, cheap, non-rare gold goalkeeper for your BPL teams or your Premier League teams. This guy is probably going to be. So he's probably the least exciting one out of all of them. Most of the sick goalkeepers are already stupidly high rated, like Cech and Lloris and stuff like that. And most of the other ones are kind of rated okay, if not overrated, like Mignolet and stuff. So he's in there. He's not too bad. He's a decent little player. Let's move on to our first centre-back then. This is going to be, I'm going to have to scroll quite far down and just take note of some of the players that we are scrolling past as we go. We've got Mertesacker, we've got Saka, we've got Lovren, we've got Jagielka, we've got Shawcross, who's actually playing quite good this season, to be fair to him. We keep going down and down and down and down and down until we get to Virgil van Dijk. Now, he's 79 rated, and when you take into account all of them other players that we have just scrolled past, he deserves to be up there. He deserves to be up with the likes of Ashley Williams, Gary Cahill, people like that, who are 83 rated, and maybe finally EA are actually going to go and give him a card that is over 80 rated, because he's been deserving of it for quite a while. And now he's starting to make huge headlines with stuff like Southampton valuing him at 60 million, and Everton with all their new billionaire money throwing 40 million bids on him to try and reunite him with Coleman and stuff. So pretty ridiculous, but he is nonetheless an absolutely sick centre-back. So I've got him bumped him up +4 to an 83. Let me know what you think of that. I think it's deserving. He was one of the best centre-backs in the league last season, and he got given a 79 rated card on FIFA 17, which is just a little bit ridiculous. So we've gone and amended that for him in the January. Next one, we're going to go for another one that is basically nailed on to be getting an upgrade. And again, take a look at the players that we do scroll past when we get to them. So we're going past Inform Coleman and Inform Walker, so that's kind of not really reliable. You can't rate them against informs because it's just a normal card. But we're going past normal Coleman, Sanya, Zabaleta, Klein, Walker, Debussy, Ivanovic, Valencia. Been playing sick this season, to be fair to him, all the way down to Hector Bellerin, who is 79. He is arguably, if not the best right back in the Premier League, arguably one of the best right backs in the world at the moment. You have to, just in the Premier League alone, scroll past all of them players to get to him. So we're going to go take a look at them again. And they are, of course, like I was just saying, the highest rated ones are Zabaleta, Coleman and Sanya at 82. Now, I am unbelievably biased, as I'm sure most of you guys would know, so I'd argue no ends that Coleman is as good as Bellerin. I'd probably rather have Bellerin with him being younger if I had to pick one to go into my team, but based just on performances and stuff, Coleman's been playing out of his skin. We're not going to get into that anyway. Coleman has, of course, got an inform, Walker's got a squad with a challenge, that's 82 and stuff like that, but Sanya and Zabaleta, I think everyone would agree that Bellerin is better than them. So then, taking that into account and knowing that EA don't really do huge ratings for fullbacks, though they are kind of changing it this season, I've got to put him up to an 82 as well. And one of the big things of that will be his pace is going to go up, his physical is going to go up, and his defending is going to go up, which will be really, really nice because at the moment he's just rapid and good at getting forward with the ball, whereas now he'll be so solid at defending and stuff like that. And take into account that whilst I would be incredibly biased and argue that Coleman is as good as him, this is me saying this is what I think EA are going to do, not what I think he actually deserves. I mean, you could probably argue that this guy deserves like an 84 rated card or something like that, but EA probably aren't going to go that nuts and give him a +5 just in January. So this is more what I think EA will do rather than what I think their rating should be. So just bear that in mind as we go through the video and move on to the next player, although I'm going from being incredibly biased and loving Coleman to being about as unbiased as I possibly can be, because we're about to put a centre mid at left back, and I'm sure you guys can guess who that is going to be now. It's going to be none other than James Milner, or James Milner to give him his English pronunciation, because he's of course not quite as good as James Rodriguez, but he's still like the best left back in the league, and that is coming from a man who has Leighton Baines playing for his team, and he's like my favourite Everton player in the last decade or whatever. I can't even remember how long Baines has been playing for us now. It's nuts. James Milner has actually been playing as good as him. It pains me to say it, but he is actually sick. I've got two of his, I think I've actually only got one of them now, of his left back inform cards. I sold the one of them when I packed the other one. Oh no, I've sold that one as well. Okay, I've kept hold of the Bainesy, who's got an 85. Milner's is 86, I think, which is pretty nuts. So again, I think thinking along the lines of rating him alongside the other players that are already there, I think if we bump this guy up +2 to an 83 and he would be on par with Baines, which he basically has been on par with Baines this season, I think that would be pretty fair for James, and he's been having an absolutely incredible season. So it pains me to say it, but he's actually sick at left back. It's nuts how versatile James Milner is. So that, as you can probably imagine, was quite painful for me to say. So we're going to have to go back to being just a little bit biased once again, just to make me feel better. So we're going to go in with an Everton player, of course. And you might be thinking it's going to be Idrissa Gueye, because he probably does deserve an upgrade as well. What is he, 76 non-rare, and he's like second behind Kante in every CDM stat in the league and first in some of them this season. He's nuts, but no, we're not going for him. We're going for Tom Davies, simply because I think this is going to be one of the, when I was talking about big players versus big upgrades, like different types of biggest, I think this is going to be one of the biggest ones. Like, this guy's going to be going up at least to a 64 rated, like, rare bronze. That's what I've plopped him at here, but you never know. Yeah, he could go a little bit crazy. You don't tend to go too mental in January with huge upgrades, like I was saying. So this is more me saying this is probably what we'll get, rather than what he actually deserves. But that goal that he scored against City was ridiculous. He's such a good young talent. When you compare it to, like, Ross Barkley in FIFA 12 and stuff, Barkley was, I think, like a 69, 70 rated, something like that, non-rare silver. So Davies is probably along the same lines as him, but I think he will go 64 rated rare bronze. He's probably going to get an inform tomorrow as well for that goal and that performance against City, which was nuts. But +6 is pretty decent. He'll make a pretty decent little card, and his inform will be pretty sick as well. So I had to plop him in there, one, because I'm biased, and two, just because he's such a good young talent. And he's only 58 rated, man. Come on, make him at least a silver, but they're probably going to make him a bronze. Going next to him then, speaking of the man who is competing with Idrissa Gueye for all of the ridiculous defending statistics, he is of course better than Idrissa Gueye, although Guy gives him a good run for his money. We are going to be going for none other than N'Golo Kante. We scroll past his one to watch card, so that is something to bear in mind. This man's got an 84 rated inform. Is he going to get bumped up to the 84 that his inform is? And if he does, that inform is then going to go up to like 86, 87, something like that, depending if they keep it the buffer of +3 or reduce it to 2. And is his one to watch card going to go up as well? Or does he have to then get another inform for it to catch up? I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but it could be worth picking up an inform Kante in the logic that he's going to get bumped up. He's already expensive. He's already the best CDM on the game. He's already the best centre mid on the game. And then his inform might go up even more, which is pretty crazy. Same goes for his one to watch card, which I have got. So like I said, I did put him up to an 84, I think. Hopefully EA will think, do you know what, this guy is like the best centre mid in the league. He's won the most games in the league. If you do a league table on points and put all of the teams from 2016 in, Kante got more points than all of them. It's nuts because he did so well with Leicester. in the back end of last season and so well with Chelsea in the front end of this season. He's kind of, when Chelsea were playing bad last year, he wasn't a part of it. And when Leicester started to play not as good and bad this year, he's no longer a part of it. So I think Kante is the magic that makes you win the league. And there you go, 84 rated Kante. What an absolute beast he is going to be. Moving over to right midfield. And again, not being biased, we are going for this man, who again I have got his one to watch card. I think I actually packed this card. So if you get it, it's an upgrade. That is going to be pretty good for me. But we're going to have to scroll all the way down here. Now again, the same way we did with Bellerin, the same way we did with Milner. Look at the players that we are scrolling past to get to this guy. Ayew, Sissoko, who's like a £30 million flop. Jesus Navas, who can't cross the road, never mind a football. Zaha's actually playing alright this season. We have to go all the way past all of them. And he's on par with Andros Townsend and Dyer and... I don't know what's going on. It's Sadio Mane. He's basically Liverpool's best player. Him and Coutinho in the last few years since Gerrard retired and Suarez left and stuff like that. They are Liverpool's two best players right now. And he's 79 rated. He's the same rating as someone that I'm going to show you, who is Liverpool's probably worst player that I can remember in an absolute age. And that is Sebastian Coates, who now of course plays for Sporting. He's 79 rated as well. Liverpool loaned him out to Sunderland and he couldn't get a game for Sunderland. Bear in mind what we just said about Sunderland's defence when we were talking about Pickford. And Coates couldn't get a game for them and he's still the same rating as Mane. It's a little bit ridiculous. So I've decided to, of course, go and give this guy not a massive upgrade because, again, EA don't go huge on upgrades in January. So he probably does deserve to be like 84 rated or something like that. But I think what they'll do is make his normal card 82 rated, which his inform is now, and then move his inform up to being 84 rated. So you still got yourself an 84 rated Mane, but it is the inform one. His normal one gets a +3 and goes up to 82. His one to watch card will probably go up as well. So maybe pick one of them up and you might make yourself a pretty penny, because he is an absolute quality player on FIFA and in real life. Moving over to the left wing, again, we've got someone absolutely sick. And now we've got one of the ones that is one of the biggest players in the Premier League, basically. I'm sure you guys can guess who it is as we move it to left wing. I mean, it could be Hazard, who's actually playing sick again this season, but it is my loan, because I'm a stinge bag, Alexis Sanchez. He's 88 rated, so you might get a massive upgrade. But bear in mind, when we go to concept players and take a look at Alexis, he has got so many cards. Some of them, granted, are because they stick them in twice because of them red informs. God knows why they thought it was a good idea to put cards that are never going to be on the market into concept squads. If you've got them already, they would show up. Why do you need to put them in concept? I don't know. That's a rant for another day. But this man has got a 90 rated striker inform card. He's got an 88 rated striker inform card. He's got an 89 rated striker inform card. So all of them are striker. He's been playing incredible up front. He could even get a position change and become like an 88 rated striker normal card. But even if he goes up to the rating of his lowest inform, which is this 88 one here, they will all go up one as well. So this 90 rated one will become a 91 rated striker inform Sanchez. So when you look at his stats already, he's not the fastest, but his informs have all got over 90 pace now. His shooting goes up loads. He's just a sick player. If you bump this up to 88, he's going to get a nice cheeky little stat boost. And more importantly, that 90 rated striker inform is now a 91 rated striker inform, which just takes it up to the next level. And if they go mad and give him +2 and make him 89, because he's been one of the best players in the league, that'll be 92. So yeah, Alexis Sanchez again might be another one to pick up and get hold of his informs in case they get upgraded, because he is going to be one of the biggest players in the league. He already is one of the biggest players in the league, and he's probably going to get himself an upgrade. Moving into Cam then, again we're going for a very similar one. This time we are going once again for a man whose inform I have already got. It's right there. It is third inform Eriksen I actually packed, and he is quality on this game. But we're of course going to use his normal card just to give you guys an idea. He's all the way down here because I have got him untradeable, and he is 84 rated at the moment, which is pretty decent. He's the highest rated card apart from Sanchez to go into our squad, so he's already a decently high rated player on FIFA. However, he has been having an absolutely incredible season, just like Sanchez. He's already gone and got himself 3 informs, with the biggest one being the one that I have got there, the 88 rated one. So what I'm thinking is they're probably going to boost him up to the rating of his lowest inform, which is 86. So that's going to give him a +2. And what that's then going to do is have a knock-on effect and make his informs go up +2 as well. So that 88 rated inform that I had then is going to become a 90 rated inform, which will just be ridiculous. And again, one of the biggest players in the whole of the Prem. That card is going to be nuts. So just 2 more players to go then. We are going to first of all jump in for our first striker and go with the higher rated of 2, and that is going to be Diego Costa, the joint top scorer in the league. The man has got 2 informs, he's got a player of the month card. I'm thinking he's probably going to go up quite a bit, and he's already like, there's talk of him leaving and going to China. There's now talk of him having a truce and going to China in the summer. I'm not really sure what's going on there and whether it's going to knock his form or stuff like that. But up to this January and what EA are going to be basing his rating on, he has been incredible. So I'm thinking he needs moving up to at least 88, putting him in behind, just in behind, because again, they don't go too crazy and like, Costa's playing better than Aguero, let's make him 90 rated. They'd never really do that. They might put him 88 just behind them, and then if he keeps up his form next year and stays in the Prem, he will be able to become the 89 rated, the joint highest rated striker in the Prem. But for now, I think 88 is pretty solid. But the big thing is that player of the month card going to get upgraded as well? Because that is that 89 already? So if that goes up +3, or is it 88? I'm not sure. But either way, it's going to be 91 or 92 rated, which would just be ridiculous. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. I assume it would, because if he goes up 3, his other 2 informs are going to go up 3, and it'd be stupid to have informs that are higher rated than his player of the month card. But you never know. It is EA. Let me know down in the comment section if you think the purple cards are going to be getting upgraded if these guys do, because Son's got one, and Son could be in for a shout at getting an upgrade in January as well, and he's got a player of the month card, so that could end up getting a massive boom as well. So it's interesting. Let me know down in the comment section if you think purple cards will get upgraded as well. As we move across to the final striker, we do only have 1 striker spot, and there is 2 strikers that I could put in, and there's arguably 1 striker who deserves it slightly more than the other one, and this is me being totally unbiased as well, which is really nice. However, I am going to be biased in putting the one in, because I'm going to go, I'll tell you what it is, it's between Harry Kane and Romelu Lukaku. They're both 84 rated, and they've both scored 12 and 13 goals each apiece in the league, and they're just absolutely smashing it. Kane, of course, scored a hat-trick against West Brom the other day. He started off a little bit slow this season, same for Lukaku really though. They've both just come into form and been absolutely smashing it recently. Now, the one that I'm going to put into the team, even though I think Kane may be slightly more deserving than Lukaku, just because of how some of the performances have just been ridiculously outstanding, like the hat-trick and stuff like that, Lukaku's only a goal behind him, and the reason I'm going for him into the squad is because we're doing the biggest upgrades, and this one is the biggest, I think, in terms of FIFA, because if we go into Premier League strikers and we take a look at Rom, he has got, of course, we've got these Hazard cards and stuff, which are pretty sick, and the Sanchez cards. Ibra's got a player of the month. But unless you spend millions on a striker, you can go and pick yourself up an 87 rated Romelu Lukaku, second in form, and a mustache card or a Halloween card or whatever it was, a screen card he's had. He's got 90 physical already on that thing. If this guy goes up, and I think him and Kane will both go up roughly about the same, I think they'll both go up to an 86. That gives him +2. That makes that 87 now an 89 rated in form, which is going to be nuts. Like, it's already got 99 strength and like 99 shot power and finishing and all stuff like that. And then he's going to get sick dribbling, even more pace, even better agility and first touch and long shots and everything. It's going to be absolutely nuts. So the only reason I didn't go for the Harry Kane is because when we take a look at his informs instead, he again does have tons of informs, and you can see this is the highest rated 187. He's probably going to get an 88 tomorrow, but even though that would take him 1 past Lukaku, I think even when he does get the +2 upgrade and that becomes a 90 instead of an 89, he's still only going to have like 80 pace or something like that. He'll probably get to 90 physical, and he'll probably have about 95 shooting, but when you compare it to Rom, who's already got 82 pace on his normal cards and 84 physical, he's got 99 strength, I just think it will be bigger in terms of FIFA, even though Kane probably deserves it a little bit more and will have a higher rated card. So that's the only reason I put Lukaku in, and I probably do think that Kane does actually deserve it a bit more. Lukaku is just better on FIFA, unfortunately, because FIFA is a lot about pace. So I dropped him into the squad instead, but of course you can. In fact, let me put Harry Kane down on the bench just as an honourable mention. So as we do that, that is where we are actually going to leave this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section who you think is going to be, who's going to be the one out of these that is guaranteed, who's the most nailed on to get an upgrade. And let me know as well your thoughts on that Costa and the Son, the purple cards. Are they going to get upgraded, or their informs going to go past it and make the purple cards obsolete? That'll be a little bit sneaky if you've paid 600k to get the purple Costa, and then he goes and becomes worthless because you just could have bought his inform for 300k. But we will have to see. We'll see what EA does. That is the squad. Let me know, like I said, what you guys think. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do smash that like. Your support recently has been ridiculous. We'll have some more cool videos. I've just got back from Munich, so I did actually film an interview with Harry Kane. He's a really, really nice guy as well. So you'll see that over the coming days, along with me trying out the new Nike boots. But for now, that is where we're going to leave it. Like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello everybody, I hope you are all doing well, and first of all, welcome to my new house, but also welcome to a very, very special pack opening. We are opening a $500,000 coin Team of the Year pack. Apologies first of all if this room is a little bit echoey. I've literally just moved in today, so I need to get some soundproofing and stuff like that